raising my hand to voice my opinion while in a conversation not at school. Probably the time I cracked 3 eggs into the sink, one after another. I ordered a meat-long football from Subway. I then got upset when the dude had no idea what I wanted. I used to work at the airport while in college, and one day I went to get groceries and drove 30 minutes to the airport instead. Put toothpaste on my razor, and almost went to town on my mouth. I drove a city bus in college. My route and my commute home had a road that overlapped. Driving home from work one night I ended up doing my bus route instead of my commute home, and didn't realize it until I ended up in the bus terminal at the end of the line. Meeting my brothers-in-laws for the first time. They asked me what my name was. I said Pete. My name is Tiffany. I grabbed my lunch on my way out the door for work in the morning. I kept wondering what that beeping noise was the whole drive there. Couldn't figure it out. Got to work and grabbed my lunch, only to realize I had actually grabbed the baby monitor. Lose my phone in my hand while in the middle of a call. I tried to put a pacifier in my mother's mouth as opposed to the infant she was holding. The best part is that she was nagging the hell out of me. Spend ages cooking dinner, only to pick the plate up and empty it straight into the bin. I was so tired and hungry, I cried. I have poured my dog a bowl of cereal instead of giving her food multiple times. Instead of ground coffee, I put a couple scoops of sugar in my coffee filter and brewed it. When my daughter was very young she loved trains. So I'd take her on short trips in the line past some fields, where I'd point out the animals to her. Got some weird British alarmed looks that time I pointed out of the window and loudly said look, moo cows, when I was on the train by myself. Grabbing my keys, phone, wallet, etc. before work. Why is there a TV remote in my car? The etc. included the TV remote. I used to work in a call center and would answer my personal phone with my call center speech. Put the dinner on and realized I had no carrots. Decided to drive to the shop to get carrots. Ended up driving to work. Burnt the shit out of all the pots and had to buy new ones. Sad face. I woke up one morning in college, got dressed, left my room and got halfway out of the dorm before I realized I had no pants on. It had been a long, rough day at work. Once I got home I really had to pee. I pulled down my pants, sat and started peeing. I forgot a step. Pulled down underwear. You read it right everyone. I pissed myself on the toilet. I feed my cat while I make breakfast. One very sleep deprived morning I made cereal in her bowl and put her kibble in my cereal bowl. I didn't realize I fucked up until I shoved a giant spoonful of cat food in my mouth and chewed a few times. Spoon into the trash and yogurt cup into the sink. Vigorously picking my nose while holding a cigarette and driving. Crammed lit cigarette up my nose. Poured orange juice instead of milk into my cereal. Put the bowl of cereal into the fridge. Walked back to the table with nothing wondering where the fuck I put my cereal. Was at my fiance's house for dinner. Had to leave early. Was in a rush. Kissed her dad on the way out. Cleaning up my face with electric clippers. Thought, oh, Mr. Spot. And proceeded to shave off my fucking eyebrow. In high school, I was home by myself, rehearsing an imaginary conversation with a boy I had a crush on. I poured imaginary him a real glass of orange juice. Had a pet rat out roaming with me while I made some toast, cleaned up, put the rat in the fridge, and didn't realize until I put the butter in the cage that oh shit. Went to reclaim the rat. She was all fuck off. The food box is mine now. Already gotten into the ham. I'm a security guard for Amazon, and I have to do bathroom checks. Caught myself yelling security right before going to the restroom at a bar on my day off. Thank God it was empty. When I was sick and feeling feverish, I decided to take some Motrin to try and alleviate the symptoms. Usually I grab the pill bottle and shake out 2 pills, but instead I grabbed my water bottle first and poured water all over my hand. When I was little I had 2 bird pets. One day I was holding one with my right hand and playing with the bird. Sometime later I got myself a lollipop and was licking on it. Eventually I had been holding both of them at the same time. Now guess what I licked? Pulled into my complex, walked up the stairs, my keys wouldn't open the door, and then I realized it had been 7 years since I had lived there. Opening a mozzarella cheese stick for my daughter, threw away the actual cheese stick and gave her the wrapper. Someone knocked at my door and I knocked back. Walking to work on a very straight path through a nature reserve. I fell asleep and sleepwalked for about 10 minutes. It was so weird, I blinked and suddenly appeared near the end of my journey. Got into my car with coffee and a newspaper. Carefully held the rolled up newspaper whilst hurling the coffee onto the passenger seat. Locked keys in car, then locked car inside house garage. Patted one of my co-workers on the butt. I was in the habit of walking up behind my husband and patting him on the butt, so it was just automatic. Fortunately, co-worker wasn't offended. Put my phone in the fridge to charge. Left my house extremely sleepy and drove to my old high school instead of the university. I'm in grad school and have been out of high school for 5 years. I was turning in before I realized what I did. Thought I had stroked out for a minute. Texting my wife while cashing out at the grocery store. She had just done laundry, so I wanted to thank her. Rather than typing, I spoke aloud to the cashier saying thanks, love you. To see more of this, please like the video and comment your answers below.